I'm not doing that.
Are you gonna go into your office and cry?
The most memorable experience in the classroom would be how much the professors really care about the students and how much they really want you to succeed and grow as a person and educationally.
Inside the classroom.
That would be when I presented my persuasion project, and we did a study on if people would be willing to change the Lamar mascot from a cardinal to a chicken.
I guess my most memorable experience would be, honestly, down here at LUTV. Met amazing friends, done a lot of things that I never thought I was capable of doing.
What I would say, I guess, like my favorite courses have been with Andy and Malik, I guess, because I've worked with them at the University Press.
Our instructor, Jeremy Hava, was trying to put our names on like this list of what everyone's doing. We were, choosing our roles for what to do for this documentary, and he was typing our names out, and he misspelled and I was first name, but he misspelled my name. He put 2 S's, 1 A.
Easily, without a doubt, my most memorable experience in class is any class period in LUTV.
And we were able to get a mascot suit specifically and do advertising for it to see the effects of if a mascot would be more persuasive than just a general sign-up sheet. So that one was really fun to both get to do and execute.
I don't know if it's just like the comm courses, but I feel like in those classes we really get deep into like just like political things, ethical things, and like really everybody's just open about talking about and everything connects most of the time to the lesson that we're having. So it's like there's always like a good discussion.
Somehow got my last name right. I made a joke how you couldn't spell my name after 4 years.
They're gonna push you to levels that you don't know you can go.
Yeah, it would be what did we call them? Like the cowarding chickens, something like that. It was something really ridiculous.
The late Thursday night at LUTV, and I don't know what happened, but me and Stephanie were laughing our butts off, and it didn't stop. It went on for at least 3 minutes. It was, and everyone was looking at us funny, but we were having a good time.
To come in and just realize that they're like your high school teachers, just at a different level, was really easy.
And then the next name, and the next name. And then you forgot someone's name in the class, and she had 3 classes with them over the last couple years.
Has been fun.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Outside of it, I'd say just being able to take the camera that I was able to acquire here and take it around campus and be able to document everything.
There was this one time where I could not stop laughing because one of my friends came into the equipment office, and me and my colleague Mitchell Caldwell, we were like, "Oh, you haven't seen Tropic Thunder? Dude, Tropic Thunder's so funny."
I would say I recently got to do a photo shoot with some students from the photography department to help them with the project.
Well, I did volunteer with the LU big event. I really enjoyed that experience, just being able to help others, I guess.
Outside of the classroom would be my internship with the University Press.
And then we got distracted for the next 10-ish minutes about something completely unrelated to Tropic Thunder.
I got to work with Joshua Productions on a couple of Super Bowl commercials, and I also got to be an extra in an ExxonMobil commercial, so that was really exciting.
Honestly, not much, really. If I'm being honest, yeah. I don't go out much. Yeah.
But then Mitchell turns to me and he goes, pull up the tripod. I was like, the tripod? He's like, yeah, no, not the tripod, the turkey dumpster. I was like, What?
And that was something I never got to do before, and I don't think I would ever gotten that chance if I wasn't in the comm department specifically. So that was really enjoyable.
Going into it, I knew nothing about like newspapers and everything that went into that, but I was brought on as an intern to get advertising for the newspapers, and so that was probably the most memorable.
Oh, no. And he was stuttering for like a good couple minutes, and he goes, Tropic Thunder.
That's probably the most memorable thing about this entire experience is just learning to become that, using my voice and using that camera.
Pull up Tropic Thunder. And in that moment, I couldn't understand a single part of that thought process, and I just couldn't stop laughing.
This is your family. This is my family.
When I first got here, I'm just a super shy, introverted person.
I was very quiet. I remember coming in here originally and I was afraid to even show expression, not just through my voice, but just through my face and just a smile. Like, you know, I didn't know what that meant to use your voice. You know.
I learned that I know a lot more than I thought I did. I just didn't know how to use it.
Okay, so honestly, everything just comes down to LUTV, if I'm being honest. So when I first came down here, I was shy. I did not talk to anyone. And so I tried to volunteer. I would come in, do what I needed to do, and then dip, I'm out.
Coming in, I really didn't know what to expect. I'm first generation in my family. No one has walked this walk before. I didn't really know, like I say, what I was gonna come here and do. I knew, I'm gonna be a broadcast major. Didn't really know what that meant.
You know, like I'm going to college. I'm gonna get a degree. I'm gonna try because I have the chance, you know. I didn't want to not take the opportunity to go.
I think I've become more vocal in a lot of ways.
I've surprised myself by just knowing that I did it and knowing that there was a few bumps in the road and lots of nights that were stressful and didn't know if I was going to be able to keep going, but just knowing that I'm at this point and I am graduating in the next couple weeks is just really a surprise and a testament to you can really do anything you set your mind to.
And that's one thing that the comm department has done a lot for me is they've given me a space and an outlet for all my thoughts and creativity, and now I can do something like productive and interesting with it.
I'm very scared to get out of my comfort zone, and Gordon Williams pushed me out of my comfort zone in the best way.
At first I was, a little bit scared because once you see the real me, well, you either like it or you don't.
So I think that vocalness and that confidence is in some ways a detriment, but to my ego. But it's definitely one way that I've surprised myself.
Well, I am a first generation student. Neither of my parents graduated, not even high school. And well, they're very excited for me and proud of me, which, I mean, I'm doing it for them, you know.
So the biggest way I can say I surprised myself is just coming into my own and understanding what that meant, Feel like not having a voice also goes with with not having an identity. And that's one of the most important things you need, no matter who you are, is to know who you are.
When I look back on the things that I've done, sometimes I surprise myself. I was like, yeah, you did that. You should be proud. And I am.
There's always room for family.
Get started. Don't wait.
So just don't be scared to be wrong at first so you can learn where to be right.
Go get those internships.
Don't be like me. Try to really know why you're going into that major.
You come in as a freshman, talk about, time is money. Don't waste your time, don't waste your money.
If you know what it is that you want to do, whether it's broadcasting, film, PR, advertising, whatever it is, if there is an opportunity for you to grow yourself in that field, take it.
It may feel complicated or that you don't know what you're doing, but as long as you give an attempt at the work, your professors will give you valuable feedback that will show you where you went wrong and let you progress into your field.
And really attend the events, the clubs, like what happens on campus, like be involved if you really want to know what's happening with the major you're going into.
That money doesn't start kicking in, that financial aid doesn't start kicking in when you're a junior or a senior. It starts as soon as you walk across, you walk on this campus, so use it, be resourceful.
Just knowing that whatever you want to do, put your mind to, like, even though you may have insecurities or negative thoughts about if you can really do it or not, just go all in and put all of your effort, and you can only do as much as you put into it. So I would just give the advice of, if you want to do it, you will do it.
I understand, people have to work, like I've had to work during school, but try to make the effort, like to go to the events, join a club or a sorority or something, because I feel like that really helps build friendships in the university. And I feel like that helps too when it comes to like studying in classes and all of that, which looking back, I wish I would have done that.
There's nothing you can do. Just put in the effort. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then it doesn't.
I feel like that's the way you really get the university experience, like being around people, the events and everything.
I'd say for communication majors, this is a special place. I think this is a hidden gem. A lot of people don't talk about Lamar University's communication department. We're kind of overshadowed by engineers and all these other things, but if you use the resources that are here, they give you way more than you need to be successful.
But what's real is family.
After graduation, my internship in DC.
I have no idea.
My plans after graduation is to obviously work in the advertising industry and marketing. I'm not closed off to marketing. They kind of go hand in hand a little bit.
So honestly, I'm grateful for this because my mentor, Gordon, he was the one that helped me get this internship. I remember how this conversation came about. I was, talking about the frustrations of what it's like to be an international student, about how I haven't done an internship yet, and then he was like, okay, let's see what we can find.
My ultimate goal is to become one of the most respected sports analysts and sports broadcasters to ever do it.
Or at least not in the overall sense. I have a couple things. But like literally the day after I graduate, I'm going to have to do reshoots. I'm gonna be like a part of a second unit sort of thing for a short film that we did last year.
And I'm going to take a semester off between now and I'm going to get my master's degree in technical communication, hopefully from American University.
Well, I'm a dance minor, so I'm going to be somewhere dancing for sure.
And then he sent me 2 links of a couple places to apply to. And then the Fund for American Studies was one of those links.
When I started working, I worked as a front desk at a dental office, and I was actually granted the opportunity to work back staff, and I'm a registered dental assistant. I got that this year.
And surprise, surprise, by December of last year, I got the news that I was accepted into the program and also awarded a scholarship.
I have been blessed with a few job offers right now. Looking at the Houston Astros is my #1 offer to be an apprentice there under the Vice President of Communications, Gene Diaz.
Hopefully, I'll get a job in corporate business somewhere, either that or work for a university.
And I did not think that I'd like dentistry as much as I have, so I will be applying to LIT for the hygiene program.
As of right now, there's a position at Lamar currently, the marketing coordinator position, that I will be applying to very shortly.
I'll be working here at Lamar, helping out with some new broadcasting equipment that just got brought in.
My ultimate goal is to have my own talk show and to host reality shows. I want to be somewhere in entertainment.
I'm happy. I'm grateful. Because Lord knows that I wouldn't be where I am without him. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt.
There's so much I could say. I could sit here.
Media as a whole has grown and taken over our day-to-day lives and the world, if you will. So the more light that we can bring to the department and communication with all the avenues that it brings, that would truly like be great.
You have to be willing to connect your personality and your being into your work. And this is definitely a really safe and welcoming department to do that.
So thank you is the biggest thing I can say for helping me, because the biggest thing I want to do in life is help others. But I have to stand on the shoulders of giants first before I could become one.
To the professors in the comm department, thank you. Y'all have all been really nice and supportive and kind.
I want the incoming students to know that the professors genuinely do care about you.
I'm happy to graduate, if I'm being honest, but I'm not ready to leave these people.
I never had a, here we go. Before I got here,
You don't have to text me every day, but as long as we keep in contact with each other, I'm good, because I don't want us to, walk across that stage and that's the last time we see each other.
Before I got here, I didn't have a close group of friends. So it's just really nice to have people here that I can turn to and I can depend on and just count on. Thank you so much for being supportive. Thank you for making me smile. Thank you for making me laugh. Thank you for making me cry. I'm gonna miss y'all so much.
I really want us to, stay connected even after graduation, even if it's just a text once in a while saying happy birthday or I just thought of you, just wanted to check in, how's life going?
I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't even probably know who I am if I didn't choose Lamar University.
Salute mi familia.
Ha ha ha!